In the fun and intelligent room we stay. Welcome to the fun and intelligent room, where ideas bloom and dreams resume. We're growing strong, we're breaking through a world of wisdom made just for you. Let's learn, let's laugh, let's share our light. Embrace the day and own the night. Together we rise, our voices in tune. In the fun and intelligent room.
Okay, welcome everyone out there. Last season we opened the door, and this season we are evolving. Welcome to the second season of the Fun and Intelligence Room. Thank you guys so much for the love. I've gotten a lot of messages. What's going on? You're taking too long. You gotta get back. We're waiting on you. We've missed you guys. And guess what? Finally, we are here. And trust me, we are starting today with a banger. We have someone very, very great. As we all know, if you are in the DMV, you are in America, it's the tax season. Even in Nigeria, it's also the tax season. Tax season is very, very important. So, if you think tax is all about filing returns once a year, then trust me, you gotta think again. Today's guest is a tax strategist, a compliance expert, and the founder of CEO of FinServ Pro. You know that name. it's so loud in the DMV axis. A financial services company helping individuals, families, entrepreneurs, and especially the immigrant community move from reactive tax filing to proactive tax filing. With over 20 years of experience in taxation, audit, governance, and financial leadership, he has advised businesses on entity structuring, S-corp optimization, cross-border tax exposure, regulatory compliance, and financial risk mitigation. Oh my goodness, the grammar is blowing me up. His approach is simple. Tax is not just a legal obligation, it's a strategic lever for wealth preservation and business growth. He has held senior financial services. Oh my goodness, this is blowing me off my feet already. His approach is simple. He has held senior financial leadership roles, including serving as vice president of finance at Legacy Global Business Network and manager of accounting and finance at Smart Electric Power Alliance. He also sits on the board of the Nigerian Center, where he provides governance oversight, strategic direction, and fiduciary stewardship to ensure the organization fulfill its mission in compliance with non-profit law and best practices. Through FinServ Pro and its community initiative, he equips business owners with practical systems, from proper bookkeeping infrastructure to quarterly tax planning, audit readiness, and long-term wealth architecture. He believes taxes are complex but not complicated when you understand the system. After all said and done, let's welcome Mr. Ayomide Ibrahim. Come on now, it's too long. I told you guys that I'm not playing in season 2. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for gracing me. Oh yes, I don't have a choice. I like better things too. I don't have a choice.
I mean, it's good to be back, to the Fun and Intelligence Room.
Yeah.
I was here for the
first season,
and I'm glad to be back here. And I was told that this is the first episode of
It's the tax season, of course. I'm obviously not gonna want to miss out on this. So what do you have to just say to them? Just greet them a little bit.
Happy to be back. I'm happy to be back. This is the Fun and the Intelligence Room. Someone was telling me today that, Mr. Ayo, I don't know that you laugh.
Really?
She was asking me a question, and then I just gesticulated, and she's like, "What? So you are this funny?"
Oh yes.
I said, yeah.
You laugh a lot. They just don't know you.
So that's who I am, right? Intelligent, but at the same time, I take time to have fun.
Yeah, of course.
And that's what we do here.
Yes.
We come here and then we discuss intelligent conversations.
Yes.
But at the same time, we have fun.
Yes.
Right? And I hope you're going to have fun on this episode.
Yes, and we're learning, so we don't get broke. We don't want to laugh broke.
Exactly.
Of course, I'll be asking you some questions. You already know that.
That's why we are here.
Okay, so tax season is often described as stressful. From your professional perspective, why do you say tax is complex but not complicated?
The tax system is not designed to let anybody fail.
Okay.
Yeah, we must understand that there is no sensible government that would want to tax its people into poverty.
Yep.
Yeah, the tax system is for you to pay your fair share. The government, is providing a lot of infrastructure so you can succeed in whatever you do. I mean, I've been living in the US now for close to 10 years.
Okay.
I've only had power outage maybe 3 times. 3 times.
And it didn't last for long, right?
And it didn't last for long,
Yeah.
right? I was telling, one of my very, very big mentor, that I took to the airport the other day, that I don't mind driving, for hours in this part of the world because I'm not afraid of bad roads. I'm not afraid that some bandit would come and attack me.
Yes.
That's security. And these are what our government provide. Now, you have to pay your own fair share to help the government with the funding to keep this infrastructure.
Yeah.
It's very, very simple. Yeah. Now, no government would ask you to pay more than what you can afford.
Yeah.
Meaning, we have rates, right? Now, how does it now become complicated? Right? It's very simple. Number one, when you don't leave your tax issues, to professionals to handle for you. That is number one. Number two, the reason why I say it's so complicated for a lot of people is now when they now want to twist the government.
Yes.
They do not want to pay their fair share, and then they now start looking for, how do I cut corners here? How do I cut corners here?
And get big tax return.
And that's when it becomes complicated. It's complex if you have, several businesses, for example, different entities, investment. Yeah. It becomes complex because you now have to understand what we call strategies, to help you. But it is not complicated.
Okay, thank you so much. You heard that from him. He said it is complex but not complicated. Stop struggling to file your taxes yourself. It's just going to end up a beautiful mess. Leave it to professionals like FinServ Pro to help you handle. Yeah. What are the biggest misconceptions individuals and business owners have about tax seasons? From your years of experience.
For individuals, they think the tax refund is something the government, give you. That as long as I live in the US, when it's tax season, I get refund. No. Refund is a combination of one, the overpayment of taxes you've given to the government between January and December. You work on a W-2, for example. You pay your taxes, through withholding. You have a business. You pay estimated taxes to the government. Now, at the end of the year, when we calculate your taxes, there's what we call your taxable income. That is what the government wants to tax. It's different from your income. We have income, which is what you make. We now have what we call deductions that the government allows for you to deduct from your income to get your taxable income. Now, your taxable income, we have rate that applies to you as a single, as head of household, as married filing jointly. Right now, when we apply that rate, we now get what we call your tax. The tax that we get, if it is lower than what you have paid to the government between January and December, you get money back. If the tax we calculate there is higher than what you have remitted to the government between January and December, you owe the government. Now, we now have credit that the government, gives to individuals, families, the child tax credit. Each child for 2025 is 2,200. This is the money that the government says, you know what, we know you have kids. Take this $2,200 for a whole year. Even as for government, I still believe that money is too small.
It's small.
2,200 to feed a child from January to December. Donald Trump, Baba, please, because you can do anything. Executive order. So, Ogamisa, if you are hearing this, please increase that money small.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
The big beautiful bill just said if you work overtime, you can. There is no, taxes on overtime. Not the entire overtime, right? Yeah. Also, the big beautiful bill, if you buy a car in year 2024, if that car, as long as it is, an American made, and then it's a car made in 2025, and beyond, you can deduct the interest you pay while you are paying that car on your tax. So on your taxes. So there are certain credits that the government gives to you. There is one that is very big, the end income credit, the EIC. The EIC is government is saying, this is the way I show my client, that I need to explain to, because we are very big on education.
Yeah.
The EIC, if you make below this income, you don't get EIC. If you make above this income, you don't get EIC. As long as you stay in between this bracket, and then you have a family, you have kids.
Is there a specific figure for that, or it depends on the income? So it is
based on your income. So there's a way they calculate, your income. Take, for example, if you make $30,000 now, and then you have maybe like 2 kids, the EIC you get will be lower than the person who makes the same $30,000 with 1 child, with 1 dependent. So it's not the same.
That makes sense.
It's not like standard deduction that is standard for everybody.
Okay.
Even the standard deduction, government also have, a provision in the tax code that if you know that you incur certain expenses that is extraordinary to the one other than buying clothes, eating food. Yeah. Say, for example, health bill. Yeah. We have some people that have health issues. If you spend so much on your health, government gives you the opportunity to itemize such expenses. Wow. So for someone like you move away from standard deduction to itemized deduction. So the biggest misconception that I see, as individuals, especially for those of us that come from Africa, right? Tax refund is not automatic, right? It is a function of your overpayment in taxes plus the credit that the government gives to you. So if you don't have overpayment and you don't have basis for the credit from the government, you don't get a refund. Tax refund is not automatic. And then for
it's
business,
not your birthright.
It's not birthright, right? And then for business, one of the things that I see is that you cannot just run your business without proper documentation.
Yep.
Right? Imagine somebody just today, a client walked to our office and just said, "These are my 1099. I want to file my taxes. Where are your expenses?" She's like, "My expenses? What do I mean?" I said, "This is a business." "Oh, but where I'm coming from, this is how they've been doing it." No.
He doesn't know FinServ Pro.
We cannot do that one.
FinServ Pro, no, they do wayo. It works with your documents.
With your expenses, right? Because that is what would save you should the IRS audit you.
Okay, I have a question for you, and I think this question is personal. So, if you are a 1099, for example, and you didn't make any payment throughout the year to the government, and you have legit expenses that is going to be more than what you should pay, so do you get any money back?
Oh, yeah. So let me use you.
Okay.
Let me put you.
Okay.
On the hot seat now, right?
Yeah.
I'll use you as a very good example. And I know you have a daughter.
Yeah.
Right? You have, let's stay with your 1099, for example.
Yes.
Right? Let's assume you don't have any other thing other than the 1099, which is a business that I know that you run.
Yeah.
Right? Now, you have an office.
Yes.
You have this.
Yes.
You drive from your house to this place. Whatever you are wearing,
Yeah.
right, to your hair, you can have as your business expenses because you have to look good to run this, right?
Yes.
The other day you told me that you were waiting for some of this.
Yes.
Because you don't want to use the same thing for the next.
It's next season.
See, if you are listening to me, fun and intelligence room, come and invest. Come and invest.
Louder,
Come and invest.
louder.
I said it 3 times.
Louder.
This lady, she's rebranding.
Oh yes, I am.
Rebranding.
Yes.
And rebranding to
Yes.
spotlight our community and businesses.
Of course.
Come and invest. Invest now, because before you know it now, our value go. And then you'll be begging to jump on the show. Come and invest now.
Thank
now,
you, boss.
it is very normal for your expenses, to outweigh
Yeah.
your income in the earlier years of the business.
Okay.
So for someone like you now, by the time you file your taxes, I expect to see you run a loss on the business,
Yeah.
right? Because mileage,
It's a whole lot.
bills, these expenses,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I expect to see that. Now, by the time you have that, what happens is that you would not have any taxes to pay because you're already running a loss.
Yeah.
And then by the time we take out your standard deduction from your loss that you're making, you don't have any taxable income, meaning you don't have any taxes to pay. So for someone like you now, every credit you are now eligible for example, on your child tax credit, you get everything. Right? And that's why, we say to our business owners, if you have a business together with a W-2, right, make sure that you have records to show your activities. Because a lot of the times, right, we think we are making profit.
Yeah.
We are not, because
that's
there are expenses that is not, we don't have movement of cash.
Yeah.
For example, depreciation,
Yeah.
right? Your mileage, you are driving your car. The mileage you have on your car is not taking out money from your pocket.
Yep.
Gas is, but mileage is not. So we have transactions, that we can show on your taxes that does not allow for the movement of cash.
Yep.
And if you consider those transactions, you realize at the end of the day you're not making profit.
Not making anything. That's true. Yeah. Thank you so much. We're going to talk behind camera about that one. So my next question, why should taxpayers think beyond filing and start thinking about strategy? Strategy
is key. And one of the very, effective ways of strategizing is planning. We don't plan. We only prepare taxes, many of us. And I can say that because, I deal with a whole lot of clients, white, African Americans,
everybody,
Spanish. Most of us, we don't strategize like the white people do. I always don't like making this comparison, but I have to.
You have to. You have to just hit the nail.
Just let's say it the way it is. A white client will start calling you as early as June.
Okay.
As early as June, and ask, can we take a look? Because I want to have an idea of what I, will be paying in taxes. Because most of them, they are not looking for a refund. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
They are only looking for how to minimize
what you'll be paying.
Tax liability, because they have, of course, investment, portfolios, and all of that. Yeah, but even at that, even if you have just a W-2, one, I was telling a client the other day, even that one job, W-2 you have, you can submit your W-4 as many as the payment cycles you have. Meaning you can come to your HR in April and say, you know what, I want you to take a lot of taxes from, my paycheck because I'm not going on any vacation now.
Okay.
Right? Then maybe around June or July, you ask that they don't take anything. And how do you do that? Just fill your W-4 all over again. The W-4 is you giving your employer an instruction. This is how I want you to tax me this month or this pay cycle. Right? So as a W-2 employee, you must understand this. You must know, how do I want my taxes to look at the end of the year? Do I want my taxes to give me refunds?
Yeah.
Or do I want to get all my refunds during the year, invest that, some part of that, knowing very well that from the investment, I can get some money to pay my taxes when tax season comes. So it depends on you. And these are strategies, right? As a W-2 employee, don't forget that you cannot deduct like 1099 should. But what are those ways that you can strategize to see that income you are making is being maximized? One of that is you can start paying into deferred 401k, for example.
Yeah.
Where you max your 401k, knowing very well that,
7,000 that
you max that out, knowing very well that once you do that, there will be less income to be taxed in the present time, right? And then you can defer that into the future. Though one of the disadvantages that I've seen that is, if we now have higher tax rate in the future that you are deferring to, that might be an issue. But I mean, if you want to, see how best you can strategically place yourself, either as a 1099 or a W-2 employee, you can speak to us. But it's very simple. It's like someone going to war. If you don't strategize and you just show up,
they'll beat you now.
Beat is even, they go punish you.
You'll buy.
Straight. And see, I saw something on Tunde Ednon's page yesterday. The guy said, if Nigeria happened to you, it's still good. But if America happened
Oh yeah, I saw that guy. That's a former Nollywood actor.
But honestly speaking, that's the fact. If Nigeria happens to you, you can still get up.
Yeah. If
this country happens to you,
you're gone.
That may be the end. One of the ways this country can happen to you is your
taxes.
Your taxes.
Yeah.
IRS, not a joke.
No. Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
Uncle
and the other thing, I have to say this one here. If you and you get tax issue, IRS go say this one, they go, you. So, yeah.
You know, say now our own nine they smell pass. So at FinServ Pro, what makes your approach to tax season different from traditional tax preparers?
Very, very, very
I
simple.
can testify.
Education.
He gives you the education. He gives you the knowledge, how you can prepare for next year. Even if you've made a mistake this year, he can tell you how you can avoid that mistake in the following tax year. So I asked a question I already knew the answer to.
And, to buttress that, if you are listening to this and, you are married. You are married with kids. I just have to say this because it's a conversation I had today.
Okay.
Do you know that if you are married, there's a way IRS can categorize you as unmarried and then you can file as head of household? Okay. I see you don't know. Call me. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Okay, so in this year, I know the big, beautiful bill. I know a lot of things change in this big, beautiful bill. So what are the key changes that individual taxpayers should be looking at in this tax season?
The one that I love the most is your state and local taxes, how you can deduct that. Now, let's start with if you are just a W-2 employee, right?
Okay.
If you are a W-2 employee and then you pay taxes to the federal, you would also pay to your state, right? If you now have a home, you pay taxes on that property also to your local, government. Now, before the big beautiful bill, you can only deduct 10,000 of that from your income to get your taxable income. But now it's gone up to $40,000. Yeah. So it means if you take, for example, if you, in fact, there's a guy, the guy was crying. This guy crying, I'm telling you.
Why was he crying?
This guy makes over close to $350,000.
Okay.
Close to $350,000 in taxes. He pays huge taxes to the federal and then the state, right? And then he has a property that is paying, of course, a lot of, this guy, his property is, And the difference between his tax liability in 2024 and this year, in fact, when I gave him his estimate, he said, check very well, look, because my income is almost the same, right?
Yeah.
Why am I paying less this year than last year? Oh, is it that I said, no. The person who filed your tax did not do mistake. This is it. You have higher deductions to take this year because government allows for you to deduct up to $40,000, right? And then, of course, on his cars too, we're able to deduct, the interest that he pays on his car. I don't want to talk your car here. Make them not come they look for you. Yeah, I actually told him.
You carry me go meet and make I set ticket for my chauffeur.
Sure. No, sir, you have to come for our ticket.
I'm coming.
Yeah, I actually told him I was going to, talk about this here because I knew I have to say something about the big beautiful bill, how it is, of advantage to taxpayers.
So he paid less this year.
So he paid less this year, and and it was like, Mr. Donald Trump, for the first time, I said, well.
That's the positive side of it.
And aside from the state and local taxes, we have the no tax on tips and overtime. Now you don't have to be a business owner to be able to deduct your interest on the car note that you pay. If you are a W-2 employee and you have a car, you can deduct the interest, that you have on that. And we have some other very good advantage of the big beautiful bill. You can call us, because of
call Mr. Don't just go and file your taxes anywhere. Don't just go and file your taxes with people that are not even knowledgeable. They are not reading. The same knowledge from 2018 is what they are still working with. Come to FinServ Pro. He has all the education. So we'll be going on a quick break right about now. But let me tell you guys something special in this season too. I also have my own special comedy show coming up.
Yes.
I bet the flyers, my producer, my team will be putting out the flyers. Tenaciously me. That's me. And tickets are so see what I'll be giving you guys. In short, let me not talk too much, but trust me, go on Eventbrite, get your ticket. I promise you it's going to be fun. With MC Shirley, there is no dull zone. But you know what? Let's go on a quick break and we'll be right back. And make sure you subscribe to all our social media pages. Yes. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you're following us because guess what? We have something for you in this season too. Yeah. So peace out. We'll see you shortly. Thank you. Okay, so we are back. Welcome. This is the Fun and Intelligence Room, and I'm with the most educative tax man you can find in America. He gives me all the knowledge. One thing about Mr. Ayomide, he's going to give you the knowledge. Whatever your coconut head chooses to take, now you can't sabi. He's waiting for you next year. He's going to tell you, I told you and you didn't follow it. So welcome back. So let's continue, Mr. Ayomide. I know the Immigrant Society has a lot of gig workers and a lot of 1099 earners. What is one thing that you think they should be mindful of?
Yeah, before I take the question, I just want to say that please get the ticket to the Tenacious Me. I think we would get. Do we have tables?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so
of course, tables.
We will get a table,
yeah.
And then you can join me.
Did you hear?
And my wife, because she will follow me.
Of course not.
Yeah. So is a table of what?
A table of 10.
Yeah, so my
10.
wife and I, so we have 8 others. So you
Yes.
can join.
You can join
8.
him.
Yeah, come and join. Yeah, gig workers. Very, very, very simple. Now, if you have, like the Uber,
Yeah.
Lyft, right? The first thing I want you to always be mindful of is that you must always download your statement from your Uber app,
Okay.
because there is a whole lot of information that your tax preparer needs to help you file your taxes. But the most important one is that you must always keep a track, keep records of your expenses. Please always make sure that you have somewhere that, if you cannot use your Excel, right, try and be writing this thing down. I know a lady, in fact, I'm going to mention your name. Her name is Tolu.
Okay.
Tolu Shongosoya. She's a client I love to work with.
Wow.
Tolu she will not give you an Excel spreadsheet. She would write everything down to the latter. From January 1st to December 31st. Tolu will write everything down. In fact, you inspire me as an accountant.
Wow.
I must say that. Right? You have to keep your records. She runs a business. Right? I told her the other day, Tolu, now that this business is growing, we have to, start thinking of
Bookkeeping,
QuickBooks. And he said, Mr. Finsa, no, we have to, right?
Yeah.
Your record. But this one is also key. Look at your activity, and if you feel that you are going to owe at the end of the year, send estimated taxes to the government. The same way employers are deducting taxes from, W2. You too, be putting money on the side to send to the IRS before the end of the year. Okay. Right? My grandmother, may her soul continue to rest in peace, she would say, you don't have a mother that will care for you. You are not going to tell somebody to stab you at the back. Who will help you clean? If you don't have money, if you know there is nowhere you have saved money to pay IRS as a gig worker, please send them something. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, right? In America, when you make your income, there's a way you have to apportion your income. The one for yourself, the one for future, and the one for the government. But what I see a lot of the times, is that the one that is meant for the government will add it to the one for ourselves. The one for saving, we will divide that one into 1/3. Take
Mr.
2/3.
Princess Pro, the money not dey reach.
Hey,
the money not dey reach.
I understand.
There's bills.
I understand, but hey,
it's not an intentional act, because trust me,
honestly speaking, but the thing is, like I said, I've worked with a lot of people, and I think there's a cultural part to our own, ways of relating with the government and savings.
Yeah.
We come from, a continent where we were not taught, to know that, look, when you make money, before you make that money, there are things that you have enjoyed, put back to make sure that thing does not go away.
Don't blame us now. We're not enjoying for real.
Yeah, that's it. So please, when you get to Rome, behave like the Romans. Try. And the thing I've seen, right, the more you do these things in this part of the world, the more successful you become.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Try as much as possible to not enjoy your tomorrow today. is simple. Even me, if I have my way, it's Gucci that I'll use to do Finsa Pro. But I understand that if I do that now, the business will crash.
To crumble.
Right?
That's true.
So please, let's just change that mentality small.
That's
You
true.
see some, Ethiopian guys, right? They will come together, they will put money. You will think that they are suffering, no?
No, they are not.
They are not.
Yeah.
And in 5-10 years, you just see these guys. Yeah.
You cannot compare them. They have that brotherhood and looking out for
That's
each
why
other.
I say culture.
That is something that the Nigerian culture has to.
Culture. And you said something
We are
that
extremely competitive sometimes.
Yeah, you said something that the real worry Peking, that we have to stop this attitude of trying to bring ourselves down.
Yep.
Aside from even this and competitive too.
Yeah.
You want to compete with others just because you want to bring them down.
Yep. That's
Not
true.
knowing that if you work with others, to see that they also get big, someday you would need that bigger platform that they are also building. So please,
Our Nigerian community sucks when it comes
there's
to
a
that.
lot. There's a lot to do.
Everybody is scared that everybody wants to live.
There's a lot to do. You see why this is good?
You're
Yeah.
forgetting that if one person goes up, that person can easily pick the other people up.
Yeah, it's so easy.
But you be a stumbling block in a foreign world. Like it's something that is so funny and something that's so annoying. So right about now, let's talk about businesses. I don't want it to look like as if this whole show was just because of individual taxpayers. So what are the most common mistakes that small business owners make during tax season? I know you've said one of them already, not properly documenting.
Yeah, the other one that I see is what I just kind of explained now. Small business owners, you start a business, you try, you scale, and then what I see most of us do, the moment we start making profits,
Yeah.
we don't see the need to invest. Right? When you see, and I'm going to use someone that we all know as an example. If you are a football lover, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Ronaldo has several investments all across the world, right? It is one thing for you to know what you love to do. What you love to do is different. What is available for you to do is different from what you love to do, right? You cannot go for what you love to do when what is available is
It's not what you love.
what you love, right? Go for what is available, right? Succeed there and then go after what you love to do. A lot of the times, what we have to do as businesses are not what we love to do.
And not our passion.
It's not, but it's what is available. Have passion for what is available, right? And then you scale it because it's what is available. You will struggle to fit in. You will struggle to build
fight
it.
it.
You will struggle to see that it succeeds. Now, when it's successful and then you start making profit, don't just stop.
Yep.
Because in this part of the world, and like every other countries too, government don't tax investment. They tax profit.
Yes.
So when you start making profit with a business, from the profit that you have there, start investing. Because when you don't invest, you will be paying so much taxes on the profit you are making on that one entity when you can actually take money from there and go and start investing to reduce your taxable, your tax liabilities. So that is one thing that I see that we don't do here. We start a business, we start making profit, we will leave that profit in the bank account. We'll be looking at it there.
Of course, that's what gives them the bragging rights.
That is number one. The number two that I see, and this one we need to also change. We spend so much of the money that we make from our businesses on ourselves, right? And don't forget that we have what we call spending, savings, investment. When you spend, whatever you spend does not give you opportunity to deduct to reduce your taxable income. No. It is what you invest a lot of the time. So what I see that we do a lot of the time is that we spend so much on it. We start making money, and before you know it, we start going to parties, buying cars. All of these things are depreciable assets that do not give you the room to reduce
Your
your
taxes.
taxable. It's not. When you have a business, start thinking of generational wealth. How can you see that you reduce the taxes you pay to allow for cash, to be available to invest into the future, and in a way that you keep transferring so that there is no leakages to the hand of the government. Government would not come and force you to pay when they see that you are investing, because when you are investing, it's very simple. You are partnering with the government when you are investing, right? That's the way government says. So they don't tax you. But when you are just spending, la vida loca, they will tax you.
Of course. Yeah. So how does tax planning, how does it connect to wealth building?
Tax planning is simple. Is you just looking at what you are making, right? And seeing how you can adopt strategies in reducing what goes to the government.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And the only way you can reduce what goes into the government, right, is simple. You invest. And then when you invest, right, that is wealth building right there. Imagine if you have a business, for example, and then you are making 100 million in profit. 100 million in profit. If you don't invest that money, into other entities, other businesses, that 100 million becomes taxable. But when you invest, right, you invest into the future. You invest in a way that your children and unborn children can, you can even have it in your will that every firstborn of my lineage, right, becomes the owner of this stake till, because you know that you have invested. You can have trust, which is what I don't see most of us also do. Trust. Please start thinking. If you are making so much money, and you don't have to make so much money, though, to start thinking of having trust, please start considering that. And that is still part of planning, your estate planning.
Can you briefly just tell them what trust is?
Yeah, so trust is very simple. Is where you house every of your entities, every of your estate, to protect not just against the government, but against anybody that might want to see you. Yeah, if you want to learn more, right? I'm an accountant. I have, someone that we work with that can explain
the legal aspects
details to you, but it's very simple. Having a trust is you just having all of who you are, your family, your entities, under, a structure that can protect you against the government and against, individuals and businesses that might want to come after you.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So what should high income earners, what do you think they should be doing differently?
Simple. Invest.
Investments.
Yeah, if you are a high income earner, see how you can invest in businesses, see how you can invest in yourself. There are portfolios that you can put your money into that becomes tax deductible, and then of course, you can in fact, many of them you can also, if you need cash, easily you can draw down cash from these portfolios, right? But at the end of the year, if you invest in such portfolios and then you max them out, you can deduct on your taxes, pay lower taxes, have cash and cash equivalents to help you invest in other entities if that's what you want. Yeah.
Okay. What unique tax challenges do immigrants and diaspora business owners face? What is one unique tax challenge?
For immigrants, to be honest, the tax system in this country is not designed to say, oh, if you're an immigrant, you cannot get this, right? But what I see most of the time is we don't have the required education.
Yeah.
Many of
That's
us,
something we're sleeping on.
many of us, we came here and we didn't have the opportunity. Though this country is not doing as much as I expect when it comes to financial literacy. Because even children born in this part of the world, they don't have it. But you still cannot compare, right? But in terms of taxes, what I see so many immigrants, have issues with is when they don't have social security number.
Yeah.
And they don't know that there is an alternate number that you can have that can bring you into that place that you can have what I call the social contract with the government and that you can benefit from. I've seen people come to this country and then they've lived here for 9 years. That's the highest I've seen. 9 years. No socials, no tax ID.
I've seen that.
Nothing.
20 years.
Yeah, I've seen. I saw 9 years.
Wow.
I was shocked. That's the highest I've seen. I've seen 4, 5, or 9 years. That's a long time.
That's a lot. Okay, so I have a question for you because this one was everywhere on social media. Everybody was talking about it. And I was like, you know what? I was going to save it till when we get on this podcast show. So I heard something about Trump account. They said when any child that was given birth to last year, or I don't know how that works. Could you just explain to our viewers?
Yeah, so it's simple. So Trump account, I think they have.
And is it really titled Trump account on the tax papers?
Yes, it's Trump account. So
that's what is written.
That's the name of the account. Yeah,
okay.
And I think they already did the inaugural, opening, but then it's going to start. I think either June or July.
Okay.
I think it's June, and it's simple. If you have a child born from the year 2025 to 2028, you have the opportunity to opt for an opening of a Trump account, right? So if you have a child born last year, when you are going to file your taxes, tell your tax preparer you want him or her to submit Form 4575. So
that's if they want it, right?
Yeah, if you want it, If you want it, just tell your tax preparer to please submit. That is an application. When you opt for that and then you submit, they are going to ask you for the name of the child when the child was born, and then they also need the middle name. That's very, very important. Make sure you give your middle name of the middle name of the child to your tax preparer. So when you submit that, that is an application that you want that account for your child. And, the other thing is you have the opportunity to also, save into that account up to $5,000 every year. You can max the same way you max your 401k, you max, your 457, you can also max. Yeah. And whatever you contribute, I believe would be a tax deductible come next year. If you need to know if you should, you can give us a call on 240-715. 240-714-8958 will break it down because money matter. We have the advantage and then we have the disadvantage, but if you want to know more as an accountant, my view, my perspective, I'll lay it on the table for you and then we'll just look at it together.
And you go select and by yourself.
You can tell if you need it or you don't.
Okay, so I have 2 more questions for you because our time is almost up. If you could give one piece of advice before April 15th, what would it be?
April 15th, if you know that you are not prepared to submit your taxes before the deadline, please put in an extension.
Okay.
Put in an extension. We have several penalties when it comes to taxes. 2 are very, very, common. One is interest. Interest, right? The interest you pay on your tax liability if you don't pay when you should pay, or the longer it takes you to pay, the more interest you accrue on that tax liability.
Yeah.
The other one is penalty of you not filing, right? When you don't file, you get penalized,
Wow.
right? And in fact, it is so bad that even when you file your 1065 that you are not supposed to pay taxes on, right, or your 1120S, if you don't file before the deadline, you are not supposed to pay taxes on these two forms I just mentioned now. If you don't file by the deadline and you don't put in an extension, you will be penalized for not filing.
Wow.
But when you put in an extension, you are basically telling the government, I am not prepared.
I'm not ready.
Give me
Some time.
more time, right? And government will say, okay, you respect us, right? We respect you too. We won't penalize you. But you will still pay interest. So if at the end of the day when you file and then you have tax liability, your interest will be calculated
From April 15th.
April 15th. But at
Okay.
least you have been able to avoid paying no penalty.
Okay, so my last question. Anytime Mr. Ibrahim come, I always don't want him to go because I keep learning a lot from him. Even though my coconut head is not taking everything. So going into next year, how should taxpayers think about estimated payments? And already for some of us, it's already too late. There's really nothing we can do. But so as to avoid tears and story that tells when 2027 come, what is one thing that we can do to, I know you've said documentation. So what is one thing, what advice will you just give to us?
Always learn from your mistake. Tax season is, season.
Yeah.
Right? Season. When you don't do well in one season, learn
Yeah,
from what you did not do
your mistake.
and do it, come next season. And there are so many things that you can do. You are a gig worker, for example. You have a business on the side. It's very simple. Record keeping, right? Pay your estimated taxes, right? And then the other thing, we've said this several times today, plan. Just plan. Plan for taxes. Because before you know it, right?
Yeah.
February 2027 will be here.
To be here again.
When did we enter 2000?
I know, right?
2026.
I know.
It's already going.
But you to tell the bills to take it easy. Now, the way these bills are coming.
Do you know what?
What?
On my way down here,
Yeah.
I saw, before I left home, I saw that the, combined debt of, I can't remember how they put it. I think maybe 1 out of every 100 Americans, something like that. Combined debt is $23 billion.
Jason.
Where am I going? Right? Inflation has come to stay
Yes.
in every part of the world.
Yep.
Inflation has come to stay. There is no country in the world
There's no experience
that's
in
not
it.
experiencing inflation. Some are just better
Than
the
others.
right? Some, of course, their government are responsible, so
Yeah.
they do everything to minimize the inflation rate. Some are irresponsible. Some names I don't want to mention.
I beg go. We now want go as
I wish I can mention.
I beg
Right?
go.
I wish I can mention you, Papa. But inflation is here, so it means your bills will continue to
rise.
It is you that would have to see to how you can have additional streams
Of income.
Look
Yep.
at what this lady is doing. I met her, I think, 4 years ago.
Yes.
Yes,
When I was a driver.
4 years ago. There's another guy that I don't know if he wants me because I didn't take permission, because I always take permission before I mention names here. Right? There's another guy. I also met this guy as a driver. Today is a multiple business owner.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So inflation is inevitable, but it is you that would have to see, and try to also increase your streams of income. And as you are doing that, right, taxes, strategize so that you minimize, because if you don't minimize the taxes you pay on the ideas that is now helping you, the bill from your taxes will now add to inflation. And then at the end of the day, it will just look
more
as
problem.
If you are not doing the elderly one will say that, how can you be walking like an elephant and then you are eating like an ant?
Money will just be changing hand, but no one is being saved.
So, you get it?
Yeah.
Please get this one.
Okay.
Real.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure having Mr. Ayomide. Please, if you want to file your taxes, you want to get proper education, you want to know how to plan for your kids. See, let me tell you something. You can work hard all you want. If you don't understand how the taxation system in America is set up, trust me, you are just leaving money on the table. There are so many things you're just going to falling behind for. You see the way you spend so much time getting all your doctorate degrees, becoming nurse practitioners, going for your masters. That is how fundamentally important it is for you to also have tax education. It's so important that my daughter is in 3rd grade and in 2nd grade as well, that they started teaching them financial literacy. And I can tell you, every single money that is given to my daughter, she tells you she wants to save it or she wants to invest it. So trust me, this is very important. Please reach out to Mr. Finsef. Please, sir, give them your number, please.
Yeah, so my number.
It's going to be popping on the screen as well.
Should I give you my number or I give you the company number? Let me give you the
company's number. Oh, don't allow madam to shoot me, please.
240-714-8958. That's the company's number. And yes, you can reach us on all social media platforms. It's very simple. At FinServ Pro. And I'm saying it here publicly for the first time. Publicly. For the first time. FinServ Pro is now a trademark.
Wow.
In the United States.
Wow.
Yeah, we are now a trademark.
Big things. Wow.
Trademark in the United States. That's, like I said, right? Protection.
Yeah.
Protection is key. When you have an idea, you run with it.
Yes.
And then you test the market.
Yeah.
Once you see that this thing has a future, right? Protect it.
Protect it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Finsef Pro. And trust me, every of them that are interested in what you're saying, that wants to take their life to the next level, they will definitely be reaching out on you. And please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. There's one topic I had a whole lot of you disturbing me about when I was on break. We're going to be talking about that next week. But thank you so much. Follow, like, and subscribe. And do not forget to get a ticket to come for MC Shirley's comedy show that will be coming up May 9th. May 9th is the day. See, save that May 9th for me. Now my day be that one. Save one for me. Get your tickets and we are all going to be having fun. And you see, we have all this lovely stuff. Yeah. Very soon we'll be sending them out to you, at least for following us over the year. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be a subscriber. You chose to be our audience. And trust me, we are so grateful. From now, peace out. And we're going to see you next week. Bye.
Best. Oh my best. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you because you use this man. He did not tell us. You see Elon Musk today, right?
Yes, tell them.
Like this.
Tell them, sir.
Some people Elon Musk begged them to come and invest.
They refused.
Come and invest.
Yes. Thank you.
Intelligence room. Step Deep inside, there's a world to find, a space where hearts and minds align. Empowerment's the name of the game. We're here to grow, to learn, to claim. Through laughter, tears, and brighter views, exploring paths that feel brand new. Creativity lights up the way. In the fun and intelligent room we stay.